This man was slowly dying, but his biggest concern wasn't himself, it was his dog, because the world was ending, and Finch wanted his dog to survive somehow. So, he built a robot. He programmed it with everything it needed to know about taking care of the dog, and gave it one clear command: if I'm gone, your first job is to protect the dog. Only one thing remained: giving the robot eyes. Finch looked at his small helper robot, then removed its cameras and installed them into the new one. He also added a special chip he had designed. To escape the harsh sunlight, Finch set out for San Francisco, a place he'd only seen in pictures from his childhood. But not long into the journey, a massive storm appeared ahead. Finch pushed the pedal to the floor, but the storm moved faster than they could. He quickly stopped the vehicle, grabbed steel spikes and wires, and started anchoring the car to the ground. He tied it down from all sides with strong steel cables. As the storm hit them head-on, the car shook violently. One by one, 3 of the 4 cables snapped. Only the last one held, and that's what saved their lives. The storm passed, but it damaged a tire. Thankfully, the robot Jeff had found a spare one. The only problem? Finch didn't have a jack. That's when Jeff used his strength to lift the car himself. Then, playfully asked, "Why does this feel heavy?" With Jeff's help, they quickly changed the tire and hit the road again. But Finch's health was declining fast, so they decided to stop and rest. As Finch stepped out of the car, Jeff climbed into the driver's seat and tried to mimic him, attempting to drive. And something unexpected happened. Finch heard the engine start and ran back outside in panic. What he saw stunned him. The robot had crashed the rover. It was as if Jeff had started to think for himself. Finch stood there, shocked. He tried to stay calm, then told Jeff to try driving again. Jeff listened, restarted the car, and backed it up slowly. Finch was surprised and impressed. His creation was learning to take control. He called Jeff over, and without any protection, reached his hand outside. Within seconds, his skin began to burn in the intense sunlight. He did it on purpose, to show Jeff how serious things were, to make him understand that he had to grow up now, because Finch didn't build Jeff for fun. He built him so that after he was gone, Jeff could take care of the dog. Finch's message seemed to hit home. Jeff sat quietly in the back, reflecting. Finch wondered if he'd said too much, so to lighten the mood, he offered to teach Jeff how to drive again. Jeff lit up with excitement. The next morning, a butterfly landed on the windshield. Finch was stunned. He reached out carefully, and this time, the sun didn't burn him. For the first time in years, the sunlight felt gentle. He put on his nicest suit, stepped outside, sat under the open sky, and ate one of his last canned meals. But peace didn't last long. Another wave of bloody coughing hit him. His time was nearly up. Jeff tried to help him back into the car, but Finch stopped him and pulled him into a tight hug, like a father hugging his son. In that moment, Jeff stopped being just a machine. He felt something, like a human would. A little while later, Finch passed away, but Jeff still had a job to finish. After hours of travel, Jeff and the dog finally reached the Golden Gate Bridge, Finch's final dream. It was now abandoned, but still standing. Jeff looked at it, then continued his journey, walking forward with the dog, toward a future still worth searching for. So tell me guys, do you also love your pet this much?